Hi guys, Meg Smith, the hypnotic dietitian here. Well, I'm just at the school because I didn't realise that they had a assembly today for Anzac Day, so we've come here a bit early so that I can chat to you guys and do this week's live Q&A. I had a question this week on sleep disturbances and how they might be connected to your gut health. This is, again, multifaceted, like everything else that is gut health related. Hi, Kaz. Sure, I might see you here soon. So as a quick answer, if someone said to me, is my sleep disturbance connected to my gut? First instinct is you need to get that checked at the doctor. So what does sleep disturbance mean for you? Is it insomnia? Is it potentially sleep apnea? And if it's sleep apnea related, then that's a significant medical condition and that needs to be looked into. Is it stress related? What else is going on in your life? What are your sleep patterns like? What time do you go to bed? What's your bedtime routine? What sort of sleep hygiene do you have? And there is a really good resource that I will share in the group on this from the Better Health channel called Sleep. It's just basically sleep hygiene. But I guess the bottom line is if your sleep is disrupted, then that interrupts your hormone levels. So when we don't get enough sleep, our hormones we still got to get up in the morning and go about our day and do what we need to do. And so to do that, our body doesn't stop us from doing that. We might feel tired, but it doesn't stop us from doing that. So what it does is creates chemical reactions to help keep us awake and alert. And those chemical reactions often include increasing your hormones for cortisol and adrenaline. And when we do that, we basically tell our body, or we're telling our body, or giving our body the signal that we're under stress and we have to keep going. So coming back to those stress hormones, again, which I'm sure I've spoken about before, in fight or flight, as soon as those adrenaline and cortisol hormones are triggered, we're telling ourselves that we're in a stressful situation and we need to be alert and awake. So when that nervous system is activated, your rest and digest nervous system is not able to be as active. So while you are actually, while you're trying to fight to stay awake, your body takes less energy and puts less effort into digesting your food properly so that you can get the proper nutrition. So and there is some studies as well, and I'll share them in the group. There was a good study done in 2018. Just nearly got hit by a football by Carter. There was a good study done showing that there is evidence to suggest that the gut microbiota is linked to circadian rhythm, which is the circadian rhythm is what controls our sleep patterns. So if we're not looking after our stress levels and not eating properly, then there is some evidence to show that the gut microbiota that supports good sleep patterns isn't there. So it's not promoting good gut health. So while it's again, the chicken or the egg, what came first? Was it the sleep issues, or is it a poor gut that has caused the interruption to the circadian rhythms? I guess my bigger question would be, what can I do about it? So the number one thing to do if your sleep patterns are interrupted is set yourself a bedtime and get it happening every week. Set yourself the same bedtime. So I'm going to laugh at this because I haven't been doing it for a while, but my switch off time is 9:30. So no screens after 9:30, no work after 9:30. That is me telling my body that it's time to switch off and let go, and try and turn off that fight or flight nervous system, so that I'm telling my body it's okay for those hormones to get a break, and we don't need to produce them anymore. That's in a perfect world. And then I give myself half an hour to an hour to do what I need to do to get ready before bed and then go to bed, so that by the time I'm in bed, I've given my body the chance to stop producing the hormones that are keeping me awake and alert and switched on. Like I said, that's a perfect world. It doesn't happen all the time. But setting up, you have to work out where the pattern is going to be interrupted at some point. So are you going to interrupt the pattern by eating better, and then hopefully that's going to promote better gut health, which then will help to promote the circadian rhythm changes? I'd say that's probably a long stretch. Much better off doing something physical to begin with, and then working on whatever steps you can to bring in the next healthy level. So either bringing in the healthy level of changing what you're eating, or changing your daily routine, or changing the way that you set up your bedtime, your nighttime routine, whatever it might be, to try and promote that healthy sleep. We cannot, and a lot of us do, but we are not going to maximize our brain health or brain capacity or what we do if we're not getting good sleep. There are some studies around that suggest that if you're not getting 8 hours of sleep, you're not giving your brain the rest that is required to help function at your optimal capacity. So I'm happy to share some of these in the group, and I learned a lot about it doing the neuro change method course earlier this year as well. But I thought the ones that were really interesting are the studies that show or suggest that our microbiota is changed with and can influence our circadian rhythm. So for the person that asked the question about, is my sleep connected to my gut health? Possibly. But if you want some more specific information and some questions your next leading questions, so things that you might want to ask your doctor next. If I can just see Carter jump over the fence there. If you want some more specific information, then reach out to me for some personal advice on where to go from there, or suggestions on where to go from there. Wave, say hi. All right, I'm going to leave it there today. Thanks for the question, and keep them coming. See you next week. Bye.